I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. And that's how I feel about myself.
You see me around a lot. Oh, no. Don't act like you ain't seen me around them days. He said that I do.
Bud, come on. Terence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen.
Straight, boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when they're trying to run out. When they're trying to run, there you go.
Even if I don't feel the same way that he's feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If you hear, what do you think he can do? Because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he needs to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
Shakur Stevenson isn't approaching this training camp as a routine championship fight. He's surrounding himself with top-level talent to push his limits, which shows exactly how much respect he has for Teofimo Lopez and the challenge ahead.
It's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's going to be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses and the smarts that he has. And given the opportunity, I think he can pose a great threat to everybody in the division. And be the last man standing given the opportunity.
Shakur has been grinding alongside Terence Crawford at D1 training in Colorado Springs, a world-class facility known for preparing champions. This is the same environment Crawford used while gearing up for his clash with Canelo, and that detail alone raises the stakes. What's happening here goes far beyond basic conditioning or pad work. This is top-tier preparation focused on precision, ring IQ, and mental sharpness, skills that get pushed to the limit in every round.
That I sent somebody to steal his passport, replicate his job, all types of weird stuff.
He called me earlier. It's like, yo, when you spar, I'm gonna come to the gym. I'm like, I'm gonna spar at 4 o'clock. I really didn't think he was gonna pull up, but he pulled up. It means everything, his advice and listening to him in the ring. He calling out little shit. I'm trying to make sure I do what he says. So a hell of a blessing to have Bud, Floyd, all these guys backing me, and I appreciate it. I'm just trying to keep pushing and keep getting better and better.
Training with Crawford puts Shakur in front of genuine pressure and elite fight intelligence, not scripted scenarios. This kind of work is about learning how to stay composed in chaos, setting quiet traps, and capitalizing on mistakes without wasting movement or energy. It also speaks volumes about Shakur's mentality. You don't choose a partner like Crawford unless you're willing to be tested, refined, and forced beyond what feels comfortable.
I hurt my hand. I was hurting it all throughout the camp.
I was feeling good.
I felt it just now. But I was trying to ignore the pain and keep it going, but it just got worse to the point where I couldn't really take it no more. I kind of felt it after my last fight. I'm like, man, just ignore it, because you're going to have to keep ignoring it every time you fight. You don't realize it until it gets like to the point where you just can't take it no more. That video, even that video that got out of me like hitting somebody with a body shot, I fell. I've been hitting it constantly over and over and over. I felt the pain badly that last time to where it's like I couldn't take it no more.
Being in a no-nonsense camp built around championship expectations goes beyond improving technique. It's about refining poise. Against someone like Teofimo Lopez, who feeds off chaos and sudden bursts, Shakur is clearly preparing his instincts to stay measured, accurate, and controlled when the pressure spikes. This training camp feels deliberate, focused, disciplined, and quietly threatening. It's the kind of preparation that stays low-key in public but makes a lot of noise once the lights come on. And just when you think Shakur sharpening his edge with Terence Crawford in Colorado is peak intensity, Keyshawn Davis steps in with one of the calmest, most mature takes on the matchup. Listening to him, you can tell this isn't guesswork or hype. This is perspective from someone who's shared real rounds with both fighters. There's no clickbait energy, no shouting, no forced sides like it's a social media vote. The message is simple and confident: slow down. This fight is going to unfold before it explodes.
At the end of the era, it may have been Teo and Shakur, especially if you would never fight Shakur, right? How do you see this fight playing out?
I see it playing out, let's say, I see it starting off slow.
Okay.
And then I see as Shakur wins the first round, as Shakur wins the second round, slowly, I think Teo is going to eventually start picking it up and start imposing his will.
Right.
And then, you know, it's just going to go from there. That's how I think it's going to go.
That's a fair assessment.
That's a fair one.
Especially for that to be his brother.
I think it's going to be closer than people think.
That insight matters, because when Keyshawn says the fight starts measured before Teofimo turns up the pressure, that's not speculation, that's first-hand knowledge. He keeps it real the whole way through. There's no forced disrespect, no acting like either man lacks ability. He openly acknowledges that Teofimo is a serious fighter, and denying that is just ignoring reality. At the same time, he doesn't dodge the prediction. He still edges Shakur on the scorecards, but by a narrower margin than most expect. And that's the key detail. This isn't a walkover, a shutout, or a headline-grabbing collapse. It's a competitive fight, with shifts in control and moments where both fighters are pushed to confront tough questions in the ring.
Pretty good.
Hey, one thing I can say though, because you know, I've been seeing, we've been amateur together and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Teo can fight.
Tell him that. Teo can fight.
Winning back
If you said he couldn't, you'd be lying.
Right. That's a real assessment, though. I think Shakur still wins, but it's been closer than what people think.
Teo is nice. A lot, man, no doubt.
Yeah, and Keyshawn, speaking of Teo, you know, you've been vocal about your desire to fight Teofimo Lopez. And of course, I was there in Las Vegas, right, when you FaceTime Teo. Now Teo's fighting Shakur Stevenson. But do we see Keyshawn and Teo at some point?
How was Teo acting when I FaceTimed him? Since you brought it up, how was he acting?
I can't, you tell me. You tell the people.
Why do I gotta tell you? What you asked me again? Because I want to answer that. What'd you say?
Yo, do we see you and Teo fight in the future?
Depending on what Shakur do with him.
Hey, losing to Shakur though.
What really jumps out is how Keyshawn draws a clear line between personal loyalty and professional truth. He credits Shakur for showing up during tough times, but once the fight starts, that sentiment disappears and the breakdown takes over. That kind of objectivity is rare. There's no cheerleading, no dramatic talk about ending careers, just a grounded focus on how energy is managed over the course of the fight. And honestly, that feels like the most accurate read so far. This isn't a night that erases legacies, it's one that defines them. We're not witnessing a downfall, we're watching two paths intersect. And if you're expecting a one-sided narrative, Keyshawn's message is clear. Turn the noise down and actually watch what's unfolding.
It depends how bad he loses.
I was about to say.
So you think it's going to be bad?
Let's say he loses a competitive fight.
Yeah,
I think that would be the most common answer is Shakur outpoints him in a very competitive fight.
Beats him.
What then? What then for you and Teo?
For the businessman, huh?
All right, cool. Since you worded it like that, I don't, because I won't go say that shit. I don't know, honestly. I don't know what the future holds. I just know what I want to do, and I want to go to 147 and become a champion. Because I just feel like them guys just can't beat me from 140 to 147. And I just feel like, you know, I'm a surprise the boxing world. I'm small. I just moved to 140, and I'm gonna be fighting guys naturally bigger than me, and I'm gonna be stopping them. I'm gonna be knocking them out.
I remember.
And that's gonna be very entertaining.
Right after Keyshawn delivers that steady, experience-based perspective, the discussion naturally steps up a level when Teddy Atlas enters the picture. When Teddy speaks, it isn't background noise, it's insight shaped by years of hard lessons. Listening to him feels like pulling a chair up to the grown-ups table. There's no chasing hype, no fishing for viral clips, just genuine respect for two fighters willing to engage when plenty of others would look for easier paths. And I appreciate how quickly Teddy shuts down the lazy talking points. At this stage, no one can seriously accuse Teofimo Lopez or Shakur Stevenson of avoiding challenges. This matchup ends that debate the moment it's announced.
I want to piggyback a little bit off of what you just said. I want to start by just giving them credit. You know, a lot of these guys avoid certain fights. They're not avoiding them right now. You got to give them credit. A lot of people took shots at Shakur, you know, and Teofimo at certain spots. He's avoiding this guy. He's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, you know, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science.
The straight talk about styles is what really stands out. This may not deliver non-stop fireworks, but it promises authentic boxing, constant adjustments, intelligent use of space, and sharp timing. Teddy points out Shakur's readiness to operate on the inside, which is crucial against Teofimo, because staying on the perimeter alone won't buy you safety. On the other side, Teofimo's power is the factor that can change the narrative in an instant. It's athletic finesse versus raw explosiveness, skill meeting skill. In a matchup like this, one small choice can swing everything. And for fans who truly appreciate boxing, that's exactly what makes it compelling.
Teofimo showed you that he can fight inside, he can fight outside. He would have the advantage of power in this fight. You know one thing that I love about this fight, Bud? Shakur's very athletic, very talented. So is Teofimo. He's more explosive with power. But Teofimo is very athletic. He is very talented. You got two athletic guys, two talented guys. Again, Teofimo I would favor with the power. This is going to be interesting. I'll tell you, it's a lot to like about these two athletic, talented fighters.
And after Teddy Atlas delivers that chalkboard-level breakdown, the tone shifts again when Timothy Bradley Jr. steps in. Tim doesn't speak like an outside observer. He talks like someone who's felt the pace, the pressure, and the moment when your heartbeat gets louder than the crowd. Listening to him, it doesn't feel like hype at all. It feels like a caution sign. His message is basically this: if you approach this fight casually, you're going to miss what actually matters. This isn't a wild brawl or a highlight reel chase. It's a calculated battle where territory is earned inch by inch and mistakes carry a real price. The way he frames it is perfect: structure versus eruption. On one side is Shakur Stevenson, whose defense functions like a locked vault, opening only when it serves him. On the other is Teofimo Lopez, a fighter who needs very little encouragement to turn a quiet moment into danger. Bradley's point is clear: if you don't understand timing, nuance, and setups, you'll label this fight boring, and in doing so, tell on yourself. This is boxing for people who actually watch boxing.
That go for everybody that's gonna be calling this fight, because there's every offense that, or every type of any offense that's gonna be landed, it's gonna have to be earned or set up. Both these guys are intelligent, right? Teofimo Lopez is explosive as hell. He's smart as well. Shoot, you gotta remember, this man was the first man to beat Lomachenko. Yeah, well before Haney. Yeah, So, look, check this out. And you already know Shakur Stevenson. You know what he bringing to the ring. Defense first. Yep, defense first. You ain't getting nothing. I'm gonna get mine when I get mine, and when I want to get mine, but you ain't getting nothing.
This is where Tim really finds his rhythm, because he dismantles the lazy idea that Shakur lacks power without ever needing to raise his voice. I'm nodding along, because power isn't just raw strength. It's timing, accuracy, and catching an opponent in the middle of a decision. That's veteran-level boxing. And the examples Bradley uses aren't thrown out randomly. He's pointing out that explosiveness without control eventually gets checked, while discipline without awareness will still get exposed. If Teofimo charges in without thinking, he may find himself forced to reset sooner than expected. But if Shakur grows too relaxed and starts believing control equals safety, that's when trouble creeps in. What really stands out is how Tim frames this as a fight that rewards intelligence. There are no gifts here, no cruising through rounds. Every attack has to be constructed, disguised, and earned. And for fans, that's the appeal. This isn't about volume, It's about who reads the moment better when it matters. Stay locked in, and the fight will feel tense, layered, and absorbing. Drift for a second, and you'll miss how one brief exchange just swung an entire round.
Look, y'all might perceive this fight as being boring and this and that. This gonna be one hell of a technical battle that I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see this battle. Oh yeah. Yeah, because what y'all gonna witness is, I'm gonna tell you right now what you're gonna witness. You're gonna witness fundamentals, great fundamentals, versus that explosive stuff. You know what I'm saying? That explosive stuff. So like, let me give you a prime example. Not to this degree, but Tonio Tarver, Roy Jones. Tarver had them fundamentals down. Roy didn't. Had them fundamentals.
Here's my read, and I'm not dancing around it. I see the opening rounds unfolding exactly on Shakur's terms. Clear lanes, manage distance, and Teofimo having to earn every step forward like it costs him something. Shakur banks the early rounds with precision and makes it feel like he's controlling the tempo from a distance. But this isn't a 12-round lecture. Somewhere in the middle, Teofimo's timing starts to lock in. The reads get clearer, and those sudden explosions stop being hopeful swings and turn into real statements. Teofimo isn't built to win stretches of time, he wins moments. And moments matter when judges are human. I don't see a runaway fight, and I don't see chaos taking over. I see pressure. I see Shakur making smart adjustments, but I also see Teofimo forcing him to dig deeper than he'd prefer, especially down the stretch. My lean is Shakur by a narrow decision, not because he overwhelms, but because his discipline holds up just long enough inside the storm. And if fans leave debating rounds, re-watching exchanges, and splitting scorecards, that's not controversy. That's evidence the fight delivered exactly what high-level boxing is supposed to look like.
I understand what happened. Now, yeah, look, if Teofimo Lopez, he get out of line, and he want to run in there that fire, and he get his behind caught, just like Norman Jr. got his behind caught, talking about, oh, he can't punch. Oh, he can find himself picking himself off of the canvas too. Yeah, talking about Shakur can't punch. I don't see many guys just running in there on Shakur. But anyways, look, y'all already know what it is. Precision, timing, right? Hitting the dude when he don't see something coming. That's power.
Now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't hold anything back. Tell me how you see this fight unfolding, who dictates the pace, who breaks first, and what makes the difference. I'm looking for real boxing takes, not just scorecard watching, because this matchup deserves genuine discussion. And if you're rocking with the breakdowns, reactions, and no-nonsense fight talk, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Boxing Stories. Your support keeps this channel moving and allows us to keep doing it the right way. We're locked in all the way to fight night, so stay tuned.